We have gone through like data structure, data type, and abstract data type. Let us try to understand what is algorithm. Algorithm is nothing but set of instruction or maybe sequence of instructions that we will be creating based on the mathematical model or maybe the data structure we have proposed for this particular problem. And once we have that, then we create a solution around it to make the solution use the data that is being created, okay, that is being modeled. We write set of instructions which is called algorithm, and specifically when writing the algorithm we write some initially we write general statements which is like you can say that okay, add two numbers, something like that. But when then we start the refinement of that one. Okay, we refine it using the particular language construct. Usually we start with some instruction, we will do that, we will do this, and these are this sequentially we have to put together. And wherever we have to go through a particular loop, we will mention that here we will go through the data for the data as long as that is there. And once we have done that one, then we'll go to the output where we will write that okay, here is the output, or this will be going to the file, or it will go to the screen, wherever it is. So all those sequence of steps are being mentioned over there, and that is specifically called algorithm. And algorithm is nothing but what we call as a logic. Okay, that is the logic we are talking about. But algorithm is kind of a sequence of instructions that we will be executing for the data that we have input. Okay, for example, it is like this. If you look at algorithm sample, it is like swapping of two numbers. If you take, I just say that okay, create a temp variable, assign the value to a value of x to temp, then assign the value of y to x, then assign the temp value to y, then end. This is the swap program. Why? What is? Can it be run in any kind of a programming language? No, because this is just simply statements or maybe general statements which has to be translated into programming language, then only it will be run in that programming language. And that is what we will be creating from algorithm to program, which I have mentioned over here, is that the program is the algorithm as long as it never enters an infinite loop on any input. So, to elaborate this, in an algorithm, instruction can be executed any number of times, provided the instructions themselves indicate the repetition. Okay, so it will be repeated. However, we require that no matter what input value may be, an algorithm terminate after executing a finite number of instructions. The important part of algorithm is that you should write an algorithm which is a sequence of instruction, but it should not get into an infinite loop. It should not be remain there. It should come out of that one, because the output has to be given to the file or wherever the output device. So that is the most important part of algorithm, is that it should be a terminate after executing number of instructions. That should be the main motto of that one. And why it is so important? The reason being that whenever you write a program, whenever you wanted to start a solution around it, it is always remember for your note purpose, at least mention that what are the steps you are going to take to solve this particular problem. If when you write those programs, at least when you convert that into any programming language, into any programming language, it will be much easier for you to write for you to ensure that this is being converted to a program. And also it is not necessarily it has to be a separate program to be written, but in the program itself you can mention that what is that algorithm is all about for this particular program. Once you write the algorithm, then below down the line, then you can start writing the program, ensuring that all the instructions in the algorithm is being taken care in the program. So that is why algorithm is very important while writing any program. And the algorithm is contains that mathematical model, which is nothing but at the end of the day what we call it as logic. It is the same thing that we will be creating.